here with Sacred Insights 101. Welcome to the readings for the first half of 2019. I've been thinking about doing these back since early December, and sort of that next wave of ascension really hit me hard. I was in so much physical pain for the collective. Part of my gift is healing for the collective, and man, it was I just leveled. So I got the December readings came out very late. The January readings weren't until the 1st. It was all I could do, you guys. But I was thinking about you like I do every day. So I want to let you know that the December readings very much have a feel of messages for you for the year of 2019 as well. So the December readings and actually the January readings also feel, I went back and looked at some of those, and I could tell when I was doing them that this is partly for the year. If your reading doesn't resonate with you, be sure to look at your rising sign, your moon sign. That might be sort of where you are at that time, and the message there may be really helpful for you. So I'm using 5 decks for this YouTube and 5 decks for the extended version, and we're just covering the first half of the year. I asked Spirit to, create a reading so that you would be able to help yourself, help make the world a better place, and also have be able to come back here anytime you need some support. So that's what they did. I love you guys. Let's get started. Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading for the first half of 2019. The very first card that you get is from Lady Portia, talking about divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding, and what this is more talking about is to do what you feel is right. There is an order to things. Things are happening the way that they're supposed to. You're also getting to speak your truth from Joan of Arc. So Joan of Arc is coming in saying to speak your truth, voice your truth, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Now, while this is talking about purpose, that could apply to some of you in terms of life purpose, but what the reading overall indicates is that it's more actually about relationships. It's about speaking your truth in relationship, expressing yourself, sharing what is in your heart, doing what you feel is right for you. These don't feel like they would be so hard for Virgo, and yet it feels like it's a bit of a challenge for you guys to speak up. And so you're getting two very powerful deities are saying to speak your truth. It's time. Stand up for yourself. Things are happening right like they're supposed to. So it would indicate that there might be some struggles in relationship going on right now. And they're saying that, you are very, very wise, Virgo. And so it's important to work with this person. It feels like this person is like it's more innocent. It's more of an innocent situation than it seems to you. It's like you and this other person have two different perspectives on what's going on. And so that's why they're saying that for you to speak your truth, doing what's right for you, sharing with the other what's right for you and why, and explaining, sort of sharing your wisdom. It's like you have this really incredible inner wisdom, and in terms of people and how things work, and there's like this wisdom that you guys have. They're wanting you to share it. share your perspective with of how you see the relationship with this other person. I'm referring to relationship because kind of the center, top center of your reading is talking about relationship harmony. Finding harmony in a relationship. It could be a love interest, it could be a work relationship, it could be within a family dynamics, but it has to do with relationships. This is the first half of 2019, and while they don't really go into work or other areas of your life, it really feels like it's very focused on relationship and finding some harmony with it. There's evidently the struggle is divinely, you know, right where it needs to be, because there's things for both of you to sort of learn. So sometimes we get bumped up against situations because we're meant to try to figure something out. For you guys, the thing to figure out, number one, is what you're wanting, standing up for what you feel is right for you from your perspective. And also the other lesson or challenge for you is to speak your truth, to share your wisdom and the way that you see the situation. It's about relationship harmony. And also Ragwell is stepping into, you know, kind of opening the hearts of everyone involved, so that arguments and conflicts can get resolved. So they can get resolved now. It's time. You know, this could be something too, where this could be a relationship that's been in a bit of a struggle for a while, and they're really inviting you, they're saying to really dig deep into your, you know, into your heart space, like speak from your heart. It's not completely about truth. It's about what you feel is truth, what's truth for you. And that is at the root of your heart space. So they're really wanting you to speak from your heart. The next card that you get is from Callie, talking about endings and beginnings. This does not mean that the relationship has to end. What this says is that the old must be released, so that the new can enter. It doesn't say this relationship needs to end so that a new relationship can enter. It's saying the old. And what they were telling me as these cards were coming out is that it's a way of being. It's about a way of being for kind of both of you, but this is a reading for you, so let's kind of stick with, you know, where you are. The other is, you know, you don't have control over the other person, but what you do have control over is sharing what you see, sharing the truth and the wisdom of what you see in them, in yourself, speaking honestly from your heart, and in the relationship as well. So some things need to end. They must end in order for the new to enter, in order for new ways of being to enter, so that the relationship can then either continue, you know, sort of not continue, but move forward in a better way, or end if that's the way that it needs to go. But it's like it gets resolved. It feels like it's going to get resolved in the first half of 2019. Like it just kind of is time for this to get resolved now. You are a medicine person. It says medicine woman, but you might be a male as well. It's not about gender. You are a channel for divine healing power. So as a channel for divine healing power, you have the ability to resolve this sort of, if there's arguments and conflicts, you have the ability to do that. Very powerful, Virgo. I mean, Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was incredible, incredibly powerful. That's kind of you guys. So as this divine channel for Spirit, Spirit will be also working with you to help in this situation. You're also getting clairsentience, your empath ability is increasing so that you'll be able to better feel what the other one is feeling. Not so much just what they're saying or what they're thinking, but as an empath, you'll have a better idea of being able to feel what they're feeling. And with that increase, that will help resolve. That will help resolving and helping, certain things that need to end in regard to how the relationship works, or more pertinently, how it's not working. You're also getting clairaudience, so your clairaudience, that's 2 clairs, are increasing, right? This is your divine channel, so these 2 clairs are being increased so that spirit can help you. So kind of watch for the signs, listen, notice your clairaudience increasing. What do you hear, words, phrases, expressions, sort of in your inner ear. And clairsentience is your empathy, being able to feel what the other person is feeling. And with that, it will help you know what's right for you in your heart space. It will help you to communicate that with the other as far as trying to resolve, and coming to a place of harmony with this relationship. Being able to end what doesn't work and find other ways, find another way. If that's what you'd like to do, if both of you agree that that's what you'd like to do, is find another way to make this work. Or find a way to end the relationship kind of with grace. Also in the first half of 2019, they're asking you to retreat. This could be just getting away from the relationship, getting away from work. This retreat could be it feels like little retreats. It feels like a lot of little retreats. Just taking, your me time. Taking your me time in these first 6 months of 2019, and this one is really profound. It looks like we're going to retreat partly so that we can write about things. Is there a book in you? Did you start a book that you haven't finished? Do you feel like you want to write about this relationship? Do you want to write about what you know is right or what you see? Do you want to write about sharing your wisdom? Is it easier to write about it than to talk about it? Maybe it's easier to write. Writing is also about freehand writing. It's allowing spirit to come through you, through your hand. Not on a computer, but pen to paper, through your hand. There's something about the channeling that will be happening, the channeling from spirit that will be coming through your hand to the paper when you freehand write. That could be something that's just sort of, very therapeutic. You could get guidance that way. You could also be channeling your higher self because you are so wise, and it might help with this relationship. Maybe you might retreat sometimes just to get away, do some freehand writing and see what comes through you, see what this channeling comes through for you in terms of helping with this relationship. So this writing card has a couple of meanings too. It does feel like there's a book. I kept hearing there's a book in you. That was the expression I was hearing. There's a book in you. So other times you might retreat just to kind of work on your book, whatever book you might like to write. And if you're writing, especially if you're writing a book, they're saying to stay focused on it. Stay focused and sort of, work on this book. It feels like some of you have maybe started a book, or you've been considering a book for a long time, and for some reason it just kind of keeps, not getting worked on. They're like, stay focused, get this book done. It would be very helpful for humanity to hear your wisdom. I mean, you have this medicine woman, you have this wisdom, Athena, wisdom from the owl. So writing that book would be really, really great for the rest of us. You're also getting the wise decision here. It's the owl again, that wisdom. Again, it would be a very wise decision to write the book, is what they're saying. A very wise decision for all of humanity. This is the first half of the year, and this is very much kind of the energies of 2019. There's very much about things are kind of light, uh, you know, while she's intense and she's looking at me, she's intense, but the energy overall for 2019 is kind of light. So if there's conflict happening in relationship, it feels like it can relatively easily be harmonized. Firstly, and maybe simply by you sharing your wisdom and just kind of speaking your truth and what you see about it, especially as you're getting, more empathy and clairaudience, and you're getting all this sort of channeling through spirit. Allow yourself to speak and allow spirit to channel through you as you speak, and it feels like this relationship can harmonize really quickly. It really doesn't feel like it needs to take, it's not going to take, doesn't feel like at all the whole 6 months. It feels like that's where it feels that big. It feels like it might take that long, just only because the situation feels big to you. But it doesn't have to take that long. 2019 energies are fantastic for clearing things out. Relatively easy. The energy is nice and light. So wise decision on speaking your truth. Wise decision on letting things go that don't serve either of you anymore. Wise decision to write this book. And then you're also getting, so she's wanting to just kind of go around like this. That's a really wise decision all the way around. And Ganesh wants to go upright with her. Yes, yes it is. That's the energy of 2019. It's like, yeah, it's just light. It's just light. So, with this retreat, have fun with that too. Retreat to a really fun place, like a really cool, maybe a place that you've wanted to go for a long time. There's a lightness about it. Wise decision, yes. Give yourself a retreat in a really good way. Let it be throughout these 6 months, kind of take some little mini vacations. Laugh as much as you can, keeping things light. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you are a channel for divine wisdom and knowledge and healing power for this, creating this relationship harmony that you're working on as you're, letting things go that don't work anymore, and you're working with this person as a divine channel. It's just much more doable. Yes, yes, yes. Very wise decision. Beautiful, Virgo. Okay, we're going to continue this conversation over on Vimeo. Hope you'll join us. The link is down below. I love you guys. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.